Okay, here we go. The U.S. men and women hockey team strike gold not once, but twice. Also, tonight, recapping the news of the Atlanta Falcons are cutting ties with former starting quarterback Kirk Cousins and so much more. Our Nation Sports Show is next. The following is a feature presentation of our Nation Sports Show.
Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
Tonight on Can Steven Get It Right?
Yes, I can get it right. Take 3. We are live finally. What is going on despite all the technical difficulties and all that bullshit? Yes, we are here. We are live for another Tuesday edition of our Nation Sports Show. What is going on? My technical difficulty half-asses. Winging it here tonight. Oh, dear Jesus. First time I was muted for 20 plus minutes. Second time forgot I didn't even hit the live button to go live because I thought we were live, and then nope, it didn't go live, but now we're live. But anyways, my co-hosts are here this evening. K-Rock, Kevin Rory, and Ezra Vicker. What is going on, gents?
Yeah, I wish ESPN First Take would mute their show for 2 hours. Yeah, but it's all good.
Yes, it's all good. We are here.
Definitely they can hit the mute button on Booker's mic during fucking Joe Hendry's entrance to actually be able to listen to it.
I know, right? Oh, dear Jesus. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. Congratulations to the men and the women's hockey teams on getting the gold medals over the weekend. The Winter Olympics is in the books. And of course, the men's is a big one because the women's United States hockey team has been dominant the last several years. And just an unreal performance by these courageous men and women over the weekend. And obviously, the biggest noteworthy of the men's win for the gold medal on Sunday is the simple fact that this is the first victory for the men's in the gold medal games since the famous Miracle on Ice back in February 22nd of 1980. The famous call by Al Michaels, man. That call resonates with all of us sports fans all throughout the land. You know that call. You love that call. And just what a unreal performance by the men over the weekend. Just no matter how talented that team was on Canada, with McKinney, McCarr, and McDavid being some of the best players in the world of hockey. No matter how great your team is, no matter how big that talent is, what matters is heart and courage. And Jack Hughes and the rest of that United States men's team displayed that this past Sunday. What a great game.
I agree, man. Congratulations to the men's and women's teams. Both busted their asses. Like you said, first time in 46 years the men have won the gold medal game. Definitely a big, big deal for the United States to get that. Congratulations to them. The women have been dominating since 2008, I believe, and they've been killing it. In the past 20 years, I think they've won like 4 gold medals.
Yeah, and Hillary Knight, man, just saying that this was going to be her last year, capping off a 5-year run. And what a great performance by her and her fellow comrade, Megan Keller. I mean, just those are two of the big names on this team. And the fact that Knight was able to go out like a champion on top, gold medal once again, defeating Canada, I believe, by the same score of 2-1. And And both of these games were decided in overtime, just great hockey games. And what's also crazy is that the men's game on early morning Sunday was watched by over 18 million people. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Again,
and also I want to say the very goal at the end of at the in overtime was very reminiscent of the Patrick Kane goal for the Blackhawks to win the Stanley Cup championship against the Philadelphia Flyers. And that was in a way the celebration went down after the goal. The overall feeling, as a Chicago Blackhawks fan, that was a
oh
very
yeah,
proud moment for me and my God bless his soul, my late father. And
yes,
it's crazy. And you know
it
what?
is. And what's also really cool and a very nice tribute by the men's team, Johnny Hockey, Johnny Gaudreau. His
Yes,
jersey
sir.
was on display. Amazing. And also amazing call by Kenny Albert on the game-winning goal. And throughout this game, he called a great game. And obviously, Connor Hellebuck, this guy, 41 of 42 saves. This game would not be in the United States' hands winning this goal if it wasn't for Connor's performance. I mean, a great player for the Jets, the Winnipeg Jets. Hey, he's the best Jets player, just saying. And that's not just me saying it. But Hellebuck, what a great performance by this man. Critics have always said, oh, he can't win the big one. Well, he won gold for the U.S., baby. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yes, sir.
And I want to get into the NBA because I know, Kev, you being a big Hoops fan as well as I am, much of discussion is going on with the performance last night of the Spurs against the Detroit Pistons. What a hell of a performance by Victor Wembanyama. 21 points, 17 rebounds, and of course, 6 gigantic blocks. What a great game by Victor Wembanyama last night for San Antonio. And despite Kate Cunningham and this Pistons team being great, man, they got stopped by this young, great San Antonio team.
Yep, I personally that's my championship pick this year is the San Antonio.
Mm, mm, mm,
I
mm.
I
Yeah.
think they have the future face of the league, and Victor Wembanyama, like somebody that's 7'7", 7'6", can do whatever, can shoot, can just is a hooper. I mean that's hard to come by. And also, don't forget Stephon Castle is a triple double machine for the Spurs. Like every time
28 points last night.
I love his game as a point guard for the Spurs. I just love how he operates. I love how smooth he is with it. I love he don't
Mm.
try to force nothing. And let's not. I mean, here's what's impressive. Let's not act like they steamrolled the Pistons that of 2020. They steamrolled the Eastern Conference first place team, Detroit Pistons, like the team that is just steamrolled the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference. Like they steamrolled that Pistons team. As good as Cade Cunningham and company are, I mean, that was a statement win for the Spurs. And oh, by the way, I know Shea Gilgis is hurt for the Thunder, and I know everybody's high on the Thunder to be at the top repeating. Let me just say this. The reason why I'm picking the Spurs is when the Thunder's healthy, who is the team that's done beat them 3 times this year?
The Spurs.
Spurs.
The
That tells me all
Spurs.
I need to know, that they match up well with the Thunder. Nobody else in the league will beat the Thunder except the
They are
Spurs.
3-1 against the Thunder this year. And also, what's crazy, against the Knicks and the Celtics and the Pistons. Undefeated. Undefeated. Their total
Spurs are
record
tough.
against their total record against some of the top teams in the league is 9-2.
Yeah,
That is amazing.
that team is deep too, man. I mean, you got
Mm-hmm.
what's the guy they got from Boston coming off the bench playing behind Wimbiana? Center for Boston. He's a
Oh, oh my God. What is
the
he was
white
there
guy.
he was there a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah,
On
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
I know you're talking about McBain, right?
No, 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 no.
What is uh, oh my God. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I mean that Spurs
no,
team.
no. Luke
Oh,
Carmet. Yeah, Luke
yeah,
Cormet. Yeah,
Oh,
Let
that
bench out.
dude is a dynamite on
He was
defense.
good off the bench. And then you got De'Aaron Fox. I mean, you got another point guard. You got Stephon Castle.
Mm-hmm.
You got guys. Don't forget they got the former Bulls great Jordan teammate of Ron Harper's son, Dylan Harper. Number
Mm-hmm.
2 overall pick the Spurs picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And they got him, another young guard. So they're building that team up and to be a beast and a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference.
Absolutely. And like I said, a great double-digit victory by San Antonio last night. And this team looks like they're going to be dangerous as the season progresses. And speaking of dangerous, when it comes to the world of the NBA, Nikola Jokic is a bad man, but his team didn't win last night. The Nuggets star player had a triple double against Golden State, and they still took the L.
I don't get it. Somebody's gambling because you can't tell me a team with no Steph Curry, no Jimmy Butler, no Kristaps Porzingis beats the Nuggets, who, by the way, the Nuggets beat somebody by 50 points the night before. I don't get it.
This league is on crack sometimes. I mean, what a great game by Jokic, but it was not enough. They still lost to Golden State. And speaking of lost, my God, this Lakers team looks lost. And I mean, you got an old man in LeBron James. You got Luka Doncic who can't defend his ass out of a paper bag to save his life. And Austin Reeves, he's a decent player, but he's not an overall lock you down player, like LeBron was in his prime. This Lakers team got outshot, outmuscled, outhearted by the Boston Celtics. And I got to give the Celtics a lot of credit because going into this year, we all thought that with the absence of Jason Tatum, that this Celtics team was going to struggle. And they have been hanging in with some of the top teams in the NBA, the Knicks, the Pistons, you name it. They have been hanging in there and they've been playing overall good, solid ball, led by, of course, Finals MVP Jalen
Yeah,
Brown.
but it also helps the Lakers have two traffic cones at guard on defense, and Luca and Austin Reeves. Neither one of them plays any lick of defense.
This is true. This is absolutely true. I mean, you got Jalen Brown last night balling 32 points, and Peyton Pritchard coming off the damn bench and scoring 30 points on 6 and 9 shooting from the 3-point line. I mean, just unreal performance last night by this Celtics team, and they're hanging in there. I don't think they're going to go super deep and make it to the finals, but they're giving it a good valiant effort, and they're playing pretty solid ball.
What do you
But
know about
LA,
what do you
go
know
ahead.
about going super deep?
Nah.
You don't.
Got him. Got him.
Do you mind if I throw out a couple of injury updates?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt the conversation. I deeply apologize.
No, you're good.
Okay, well, Pelicans star player DeJounte Murray is ready to come back to the team after rehabbing from that torn Achilles tendon.
Mm,
He's due to be back on the court possibly within the next week, depending on how he feels. He said he was ready to go as of Tuesday in that game, but today against the Lakers. He was ready
okay.
to go today, but he's not going to be put in there yet. But look for DeJounte Murray to come back to the Pelicans very, very soon. Help them out. Utah Jazz center Yusuf Nurkic is going to be out for the remainder of the season after undergoing deep surgery for a deviated septum,
Mm,
which obviously, if you guys don't know, that is a nasal surgery, and
that sucks.
that'll keep you down for a while. And his season is officially done as of this point.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I don't know
That
whether.
abs-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
that absolutely sucks. I mean, young player, having an injury like that, it sucks like that, to have injuries like that. But that's the nature of the beast when it comes to these injuries.
Si, senor. Um, I don't know whether some of you might celebrate this, some of you may not, but the villain is on the sidelines. Dylan, the villain Brooks, is out for 4 to 6 weeks with a broken hand.
Well, I'm not going to give him a hand because he's a fucking prick. Anyways,
There's just one word. It starts with a K, ends with an A. It rhymes with Sharma. It's called karma.
yeah.
But yeah, those are the main injury updates as far as I can tell on the front for just the past day or so.
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead, Steven. Go ahead,
But
continue.
but yeah, but yeah, as far as this Lakers team, and Kev, you're absolutely right. This team has a traffic cone of point of guards that can't guard to save their lives. I mean, and obviously since that shocking trade last year with the Mavericks and the Lakers swapping Luka and Anthony Davis onto the same team, obviously AD didn't work out with the Mavericks. And being traded to the Wizards, and obviously Luka has done great on offense with the Lakers, but he's a piss poor defender, as we all know, and he still hasn't improved as a defender. But this Lakers team, if I'm JJ Redick, I am furious with how bad their defense is.
If I'm JJ Redick, I'm looking for other coaching opportunities before the season's out.
Yeah, not only that, but if I'm the Clippers, I'd be doing the same damn thing because I mean, again, everybody is talking about this James Harden trade to the Cavaliers, but I don't think that's going to matter. And especially with the Clippers, it's not going to matter because other than Kawhi, who the hell did they got? Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody.
I'm confused as ever about that because, in one hand, I get it. Okay, it's time for the Clippers to hit the reset button, but why are they doing a half reset? Why do you still have Kawhi Leonard? I mean, his old ass. I mean, at this point, trade him too. I mean, and I thought it was funny. One of my I seen on ESPN they were talking and asked Jay Williams something about it. It was like, what if Kawhi? You think Kawhi would move the needle to help Steph Curry win a championship? They said, hell, Kawhi might get injured on the plane ride all the way over to San Francisco. The way he is, he always hurt every other damn game. But no, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Ezra was saying about the injury report. I have questions. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and say guys are faking injuries. But let's talk about this. The league is cracking down on tanking. After they find all them teams for tanking attributes, what happens next? Now all of these teams are coming out with season-ending injuries. Oh, the Jazz coincidentally said that Jaren Jackson Jr. right after they got fined, oh, he's out for the rest of the season with a knee procedure. Oh, so is Larry Markkinen. Oh, so is now who was the other guy you just said that's out for the Jazz?
Uh, you're
Nurkic.
Nurkic.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden the Kings are the same way. Another team that's been accused of a big tank job. All of a sudden Domantas Sabonis is done for the year, getting shut down. All of a sudden DeMar DeRozan's gone. All of a sudden Zach LaVine has got a twisted knee that they're gonna take 4 to 6 months to rehab. That
Are
is
you
tanking
shitting
at its
me? Like,
finest.
give me a
And you know what?
break.
The only loser in this, if I'm Sam Presti from the Oklahoma City Thunder, I am fucking furious because the Jazz, they got a reason to tank. When they made that trade this offseason or one of those seasons ago, they have a top 8 protected pick. Meaning, if they were doing good like they were early in the year and kept winning, if they got the ninth pick or above, ninth, 10th, 11th, etc., the Thunder would own that pick. But if they got a top 8 pick, they get their pick back. And guess what the Jazz have been doing the whole since December? They've been sitting players in close games, and they're star players. We're talking about Larry Markkinen got 30 points going into the fourth quarter. Guess what? He gets subbed out in the fourth, never comes back in. Then they lose by 10. That is tanking at its finest, all because they're gonna keep that first round pick. I don't even know how you fix the tanking idiot. It's one thing to have load management. I think that's a crock of crap. And let's be honest, as good as Greg Popovich is, he's the one that started that load managing crap. With saying players have muscle aches, they need to take night off because we know Tim Duncan was getting old. We get that, and that's cool. But now it's just flat out GMs are flat out trying to lose. I mean, I don't understand why these teams are tanking, and I don't even know how you fix it. I don't. I mean, and somebody on ESPN. This is how you know that damn program's a fucking joke. Somebody said, what if we just let all the free agents, all the rookies don't even have a draft? Let all the rookies just go sign with the team they want to. I said, yeah, then you're going to have Cooper Flag and Con Knipple going to the fucking Lakers because it's a big market team. How fair is that for someone like the Memphis Grizzlies? How fair is
Bingo.
that for them smaller market teams that suck? I mean, it's not fair to them, so I don't think that's a solution. maybe confiscating a first round pick. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you fix the tanking job that's in the NBA, but it's pathetic. The Grizzlies are tanking. The Sixers have been actively tanking. I don't
It's
get it.
got
Yes.
it has got to stop. Like, think about it, Kev. Like I talked about last week, and this was a huge talking point for me last week, and I'm glad you're talking about this as well. But back in the NBA 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 years ago, and so on, you saw Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, you had Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, John Stockton, Hakeem Olajuwon. You freaking name it. It didn't matter. They had a dinged up knee or a ankle injury. It didn't matter if they could put weight on it and they could get through the pain. They were playing. Hell, Michael Jordan had the famous flu game in '97 against the Jazz in Game 5, puking his guts out. He realized that the magnitude of the game was so big. He said, "Come hell or high water, I'm getting on that floor," and he did. Kobe Bryant, 15 years ago or 16 years ago, rather, he had 3 nagging injuries for the Lakers during the 09-10 season, and they still won a championship.
Yep.
And it's just ridiculous how these younger athletes, all they give a shit about is the money. That's all they care about. Oh, I got my average. You know what? Bump it. I'm sitting out the rest of the game. Like,
Yep.
give me a freaking break.
And the commissioner thought Adam Silver thought that it was a smart idea to, oh, we're going to put must play a 65 game threshold to be able to qualify awards. Do you think them older players that's got every award in the book give a fuck about a damn first team All NBA?
Hell no.
Cares about making first team All NBA? You think Steph cares about that shit right now? No.
No.
That's not helping nothing. All the load management. I know. I remember. I mean, it's pitiful because I watched the game last year, and it was set up to be a good game. It was Boston and Orlando on Sunday afternoon basketball, prime time, ABC. But all of a sudden, all the players from both teams were sitting. No Paulo Banchero, no Jaylen Brown, no Jason Tatum, no Al Horford, no. I'm like, God damn, this is like watching the G League, the Summer League
Yeah.
game. Who wants this crap? What are we
Nobody.
going to pay money to go watch what would normally be a one seed versus 4 seed in the NBA playoffs, a nice little second round matchup possibly, and then end up with this crap, this preseason crap. Nobody wants to see that crap. I mean,
Nobody
it's
does.
beautiful, and the way these ticket prices are for everything in the NBA, who the fuck is going to spend $197 per ticket to get a decent seat to watch a bunch of damn bums run up and down the court? Get out of here,
Not
man.
just that, Kev, but you're taking the chance in not seeing your favorite players. Like, let's say if Curry is healthy, but he's a healthy scratch, he's not playing. You're taking the risk of buying that ticket for a decent seat, and Curry ain't playing, and you'd be pissed.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Like, this load management has got to stop, and this tanking especially has got to stop. Like, do you see the NFL doing that shit? Hell no, unless your team absolutely sucks. Do you see baseball teams doing that unless their team is not great? No. You have to put in the effort.
Yep.
You can't just show up going, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to have a good game. Okay, you know what? I'm tired. You know what? Fuck it, I'm tired." Like, you can't be like that, man, because your peers that came before you busted their asses to get to where you are right now and where you wanted to be when you were watching this game growing up as a kid. And like, these newer players, these younger players have got to grow a set. They got to understand that you have to go through pain. You have to go through the trials and tribulations. Like, Kev, being an athlete and being in that trainer's room, working your ass off and working out. What really shows the testicular fortitude, as Mick Foley would say, is who wants it more? When you're in the room and you're training hard, you're lifting weights, you're grinding it out, practicing, getting reps in. When you feel that burning sensation in your body, and it's hard to move. Like sometimes you just have to push harder to get results. And I feel like the younger NBA players, they don't want that shit right now.
Nope. And piggying back off of what you said, what I also said is, I know was it Ezra or somebody mentioned about I was really enjoying this year's All Star game, but just like Ezra or somebody said, the dunk contest still sucked, and that is exactly why these players, these stars, do not want to participate. Back in the day, you watch Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, like Hall of Famers in a dunk contest, Dwight
Mm-hmm.
Howard. I mean, and then nowadays it's we get, and no offense to Mac McClung, but he gets no playing time in the NBA. We get Mac
None.
McClung for the last 3 years. I mean, he great dunker, don't get me wrong, but I mean, people want to see like the LeBron James, prime LeBron James, guys who come up and powerhouse slam in game in a dunk contest. People want to see a Ja Morant, a Zion when he's healthy and ain't 827 donuts. We want to see these superstars dunk, not a bunch of damn people that can jump. I mean, it's that's why it's pitiful. But I tell you what, that starting right now, apparently, next year's 3-point contest is set up to be an all timer. Because with Dame winning that 3-point contest, Steph Curry said he's going to join next year. And Steph's going to bring Clay. And Clay's going to bring Harden. It's going to be Dame, Steph, Clay, and Harden as the first four entrants in next year's 3-point shooting
There you
contest.
go. And
That's gonna fix that.
that right there will also help with the ticket sales because, as you guys know, going to
Big
these
stars
events,
sell big
it's
tickets.
exactly big stars sell tickets.
Yep.
Absolutely spot on.
And that's what it is. You get Steph Curry, you get James Harden. James Harden, what, second or third now in 3-point shots made? I think he's second.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just recently passed Ray Allen.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Harden, Kev, I do want to ask you this: how do you think Harden's going to do with this Cavaliers team as the season progresses?
If As long as he stays consistent, I think he's going to be a problem because we all know one thing that makes Harden deadly is having a big. And when you put him with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, like those two are
Mm-hmm.
arguably the two best big duos in the NBA. I mean, that's Lob City right there. I mean, there's going to be a lot of pick and rolls for Harden. I mean, whether he draws foul and foul baits or he gets some lobs or gets to the rim, I mean, Harden's going to be a problem for that team.
Oh
And they
yeah,
already, I think they won their last before they lost last night. I think they won their last 8 game or 7 games.
and not only
If
that, but
that
that also
way.
helps out Donovan Mitchell too.
Oh yeah, because you got another threat that can score.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you never know. Some days Harden just has it, and he might go for 35, 40 again, like prime Harden.
And
And then
Sundays he
some
might drop a
days,
damn triple double on your
yep.
ass.
And then
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell end up with 40. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that'd be good. I don't think they're still better than Detroit. I think Detroit's the team to beat in that conference.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was really intrigued with this year's All Star game, like the Team World versus the old heads versus the young Americans. And I like that they actually played with juice. And if there's one player in the NBA All Star that reminds me of Kobe Bryant, I'll tell you who it is.
Who's
It's
that?
Anthony Edwards because this guy has a
Mm.
competitive fire about him. As much as he loves Durant and he loves Curry, he will get up in your ass. He will get up in their ass. He loves to talk shit. Like Kobe was the same way. I don't know if you remember All Star game, Kobe and Jordan going at it. Kobe was all up in Jordan's ass, but then
Kobe and LeBron.
came
Oh
down.
09.
Exactly. And Anthony Edwards, Wimby brought the juice. We got to give him a shout out. He's the one that made it competitive. Watching him turn up, and then you know what? Anthony Edwards is also gets credit because he's the one that answered it. Wimby gave you the statement, and Anthony Edwards said, "Okay, Playboy, I got you." Coming right back down the court, I'm about to bust one, and they started going back and forth, and that's what everybody else followed suit. I mean, it was a pretty good All Star game to watch. It was really competitive and really fun. You seen some defensive plays being made. I
Oh
mean, it was
yeah.
actually pretty fun to watch.
Oh yeah. And we'll see how this league the next because we are now well underway in the second half of the NBA season, and we'll see how that progresses because as we all know, as the playoffs draw near and March Madness and in college is going to be starting here in the next couple weeks. We can't wait for that. The most unpredictable tournament will be beginning here in the next couple weeks, and Looking forward to that. And also want to shift gears to the NFL because, as we all know, free agency and the next league season will be beginning on March the 11th. And already, the Atlanta Falcons have already made their announcement that they are cutting ties with Captain Kirk, who can't play in prime time to save his ass, Kirk Cousins. And this right here to me, fellas, is not surprising. Guys, I want to start with you first on this one because, as we all know, Cousins was paid a shit ton of money by Atlanta to come to that team. Up and down his career was in Atlanta. And last year he had to sub in because Michael Penix Jr. was out for a significant amount of time the rest of the season. And Kurt had to step in and he wasn't great again. Like, this guy cannot perform consistently. I'm not surprised by this. Your thoughts? No, I guess he's not there. Kev, I'll go to you.
What
Sorry,
you about Kirk Cousins?
Go ahead.
I'm back.
Ash.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
The question was your thoughts on Kirk Cousins getting cut by Atlanta on when the next league season begins on the 11th of March, because as we know, his career in Atlanta was very
No,
up and down.
no,
And this is
Steven, what surprises me about that the most is who cut him. And that's the new Falcons GM, Ian Cunningham, who used to be former Bears general manager. Or former Bears somewhere down the line, some sort of manager in their office, one of their head office guys. And it didn't come from Matt Ryan, really. Which I found interesting. I figured Matt Ryan would be the one to tell Kirk, hey, we're going to move in a different direction from you, and we wish you the best of luck. So it's kind of interesting. But look, Kirk's had a career that, look, he's had a lot of inconsistency in it. But when he balls out, he balls out. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's accurate
yes, he does.
when he's able to be accurate, especially when you have the support staff around you to be able to do it. And look who he had. He had guys like Drake London. Atlanta. He had guys like Drake London and Bijan Robinson to help support him.
And Kyle Pitts, who just got the franchise tag.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. You look at those players he had around him. He had some great weapons. It's just between the injury to Michael Penix and Kirk's own issues, as a player. It's just, it's unfortunately the nature of the beast.
But Kev, before you give your thoughts on this, I do want to ask you this: when it comes to Atlanta cutting Cousins, I think this is kind of a risky situation, also too, to play devil's advocate, because if Penix gets injured again, you don't have a quality quarterback to go to in a situation like that.
Well, here's the thing too, Steven. Look what happened with Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler got injured. Tyler Shuck stepped in. And mind you, yes, it was a shitty end to the season for the Saints.
But Shucks played great.
But yeah, Shuck played an incredible game. He had some games where it was super, super competitive and super close. He did a really, really good job. And if he can get the right staff around him, the right coaching, the right weapons, I have a feeling he could be the future of the New Orleans Saints. It's just a matter of, can they train him to be that elite quarterback that, obviously it's always going to be the future Hall of Famer Drew Brees. But you can come close. And I think he has the opportunity to. And that's the same thing I feel if they bring in a good quarterback from the draft. And I know obviously there's going to be quarterbacks in this draft are going to be very tight. They're going to be dime a dozen are going to be very little because there's going to be a lot of support players, a lot of running backs, a lot of defensive players, offensive linemen, edge rushers who are going to be in this draft. I mean, you got to think one of your top picks is going to be fucking Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and he's a running back. So it's going to be interesting to see where they're placed in the draft pool and who do they pick. I think, in their opinion, they need to look at a quarterback. They need to look at somebody who could back up Penix in case he goes down again. They can't afford, there's obviously other quarterbacks on the market right now, but for me, if you want to play it smart and build somebody up behind Penix, then you do that. But if you want to get a veteran guy, you just got to watch because there's not going to be a lot of options. Not a
True.
lot of good options, anyways. There's not a because a lot of those quarterbacks have already been locked down.
True. Kev?
Well, here's the problem with Atlanta. They're just on a scale of 1 to 10, they're fucked because
Nice.
it,
That was good.
other than Nico Harrison and the Dallas Mavs, this was the most pitiful series of events that a Falcons GM could do last year or the last 2 years. Okay, you signed Kirk for that amount of money. I get the risk, but then what do you idiots proceed to do? You you had your first round pick in the bottom of the draft. You could have picked Michael Penix in a low first round, early second round pick. Instead, you trade all the way up to number 8 with the Rams to take Michael Penix as a top 10 pick in the class. And I'm not shitting on Penix. Don't get me wrong, dude's a baller in college. But there is such a thing as being too young and too old with many injuries to be a
Mm-hmm.
top 10 pick. And I believe Michael Penix had too many. He was a 24, 25-year-old rookie. I mean, that is way too old. You want your rookies typically 20, 21, 22, maybe on the side of
And,
21 and 22. He
and
was damn near 24, 25 as a rookie, 25
Yeah.
this year. That is too old to be coming in as a top 10 pick. His room for growth is so small. You draft him, and now guess what? It sounds good. You get rid of Cousins, but also we got to remember the fact Penix tore his ACL again. It's like the fourth time this past season, late in the season. He ain't even going to be ready for the season. So the Falcons don't even have a quarterback one for week 1 of the NFL next year
That's a
because
great
Penix is
call,
still
Kev.
rehabbing his ACL, the one that he's done tore twice. And then here's another problem. You're thinking about getting quarterback help in the draft class. For one, the quarterback strength of this class is ass. I mean, other than Fernando Mendoza, all the quarterbacks have gone back to college, like Hess, guys like that have went back to college because NIL money. I mean, they're getting paid more to come back to school than they would be in the first year playing in the NFL. So the class is pitiful. Not only that, guess what, Atlanta? You have no first round pick. The Rams on your first round pick. Why? The Michael Penix trade. You traded 2 first rounders to move up to draft. I mean, no, that ain't from the Penix trade. They traded another first round pick with the Rams so they can get James Pierce Jr. and the other edge outside they got last year. They drafted 2 edge players in the first round, gave the Rams their picks, so they have no first round pick to draft a quarterback with. And now you're right. There are quarterbacks that are on the market, like backup quarterbacks. 2 I can name particular. Mac Jones for the 49ers. I mean, he's proven that in a good offense, he could be a starter. Or Malik Willis for the Packers. He's proven that in a good offense, he can be a starter. The problem is, what draft compensation do the Falcons really have that they could trade and get one of those guys? They don't have none. You got a second round pick. You got like a second, a third, a fourth, and a fifth. I mean, I'm not trading another draft pick. I don't know. That's why I said they're just fucked.
Yeah.
I
Fucked
think,
with a
But
capital F.
but Kevin,
go,
I
go
got a question. When it comes to you mentioned like coming out of college, especially how these people get the extensions on eligibility. You mentioned about Michael Penix coming in at what 24, 25 years old.
hmm
Is that going to be a similar situation to Trinidad Chambliss once he eventually comes into the NFL?
I believe so. I believe the longer you stay in college, your draft stock really will plummet. Now, guys like Hess and like from Oregon that's coming back, I mean, guys like that they're staying 1 extra year. That ain't gonna really hurt them because I mean, we even Caleb Williams threatened to go back to college. I mean, for 1 year, that ain't hurt his draft stock. That ain't gonna hurt his draft stock.
No.
But it's when you're like here's one Carson Beck. The guy's going to be, he's projected to be a 5th round pick this year. Why? Even with all this success at Georgia and even this year's success with Miami, he's expected to be a 5th round pick. Why? Because he's been in damn college for 6 years. This is 6th year in college. And he's like, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, that teams are looking at that and shying away from it. Like they want the more athletic, stronger arm, younger guys who can still learn and grow and literally grow in the NFL offense. And that's what is so intriguing about Mendoza, because what, he's a sophomore. I mean, he's technically 21. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the perfect age. He's gonna get to an NFL and still have a good 15 years of prime football. From 21 to 36, I mean, is really your prime window that he could really be great. And
Oh yeah.
well, that's a large window compared to someone like Penix with all the injuries. For one, that's a concern. I mean,
Hmm.
and he's 25, 24, 25, so his window is smaller with the possibility of injury. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's why it was always questionable why the hell the Falcons would do that. The Falcons could have kept put in the second round and drafted him in the
Yeah.
second round without trading their picks.
I think they panicked and they drafted him way too high.
Yep,
Yeah,
way too early.
they panicked for Penix.
Yeah, he's been playing like a penis here the last damn year.
that's still the funniest thing ever. Michael Penis. I mean Penix. Sorry.
They weren't wrong. Maybe they seen this coming, but hey.
They saw
Speaking,
that if you.
speaking of someone getting beat like one, quick update here. Everybody was hyping up like Notre Dame was gonna try to upset Duke tonight in basketball, and they're losing by 33 points at halftime to Duke. So
Damn.
I think their upset bid is kind of like what happened to Michigan this weekend and shut.
Yep.
They're
Because
losing.
the Blue Devils dominated Michigan.
Yeah, that was a good game, man.
You know what you call that? A web slinging, ass kicking.
That's right. That's right.
That would make that Duke actually beat Michigan State and Michigan in the same season.
Yep.
Gotta
Yep.
love it.
Yep. And also gotta love the rematch and Cameron Indoor Stadium with the Blue Devils and the Tar Heels. I believe it is next week.
Oh, they beat the dog shit out of them too. You know
Uh,
what?
Kevin's still
Oh,
pissed off and mad about that shit.
yeah, because you know what? Carolina fans walking around acting like, yeah, we were really the better team all. Bro, you're 7 games back in the standings. Duke has got a 4-game lead over everybody in the ACC standings next to Clemson. I mean, or Clemson's second in the ACC, and they're way down the. They beat Clemson by 30 the other day. I said, dude, Carol, every even a blind squirrel can find a nut once in a while. And that's what happened. Okay, Duke, they just bullshitted the second half. Carolina came back. Whoopie damn do. But that Duke team that played Michigan, I could tell you off the gate that motherfucking team's gonna blow Carolina straight out the gym. I don't give a damn if Caleb Wilson. I don't care if Caleb Wilson, Zach Wilson, or damn the Wilson basketball plays. Duke is gonna beat the shit out of Carolina if that damn play like they did against Michigan.
Zach Wilson.
I mean, I, I'm just saying that team defensively, whoo, man, they have some killers out there. And the fact that I was listening to Carolina fans say that Cam Boozer is not that good. Oh, shut the. He
Bullshit.
damn near had a triple double on Michigan. He had 18, 8, and 7, and he
That
was in foul
dude,
trouble. I said,
that
come on,
dude
dude.
is insane. Like he
He's gonna
is
be like Paulo Banchero in the NBA for the Magic. He's just gonna be a big body that can dominate the paint. I mean, Jesus Christ.
any true Carolina fan knows how talented Cam Boozer is. I mean, this dude is incredible. Like he's a man amongst boys. I mean, he's a
You
big
can't say
boy.
that, Steven. It's only true basketball fans because trust me, I've heard some Carolina fan takes, and yeah, they make themselves look like idiots. I've heard Carolina fans sit there and say, "Oh, Cooper Flagg's gonna be a bust in the NBA." You know, his first year, he's got LeBron James rookie number in
Yup.
2003,
Yup.
23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yep.
What bust does that say?
Including
And
40 some odd points a couple weeks ago.
the same ones around here local that I know are also Hornets fans literally was kicking rocks in the draft when they drafted Conker Nipple. Oh, this guy stinks. Why we draft him this high? Dude's got the most three pointers made in the NBA this season, and he's a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
He is being compared to Klay Thompson. because of how he shoots the basketball. But sure, let Carolina fans tell you that's the worst pick the Hornets could have had. Oh, by the way, Hornets have won 9 straight games, led by who? Con Knipple and LaMelo Ball. I'm just saying.
Ding.
But they that's a horrible pick. Okay. But on to the regular televised discussion.
Yeah. So yeah. As far as the NFL goes, we're still waiting on Mr. Rogers to decide, is he going to play again or is he
Oh
not?
boy.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Next.
I got something for you, Steven. I got a couple things for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Just like Adam Cole, I got something for you. But longtime NFL coach Dom Capers is going to be joining the coaching staff as a senior defensive assistant for the Browns.
Oh.
You remember that name? The UFL is officially banning the tush push.
I read that today. Yes.
But they also said that 60-yard field goal kicks will now be 4 points.
How
Well-
the hell is the UFL the first sports league to start the 4-pointers and the NBA hasn't done it already?
Well, I
Yeah.
guess that's good news if it translates to the NFL because the Cowboys, that's the one thing the Cowboys can say they got is a damn kicker that can make it from 60. So I guess if they ever bring that rule to the NFL, Jerry Jones knows he's got a 4-point play up his sleeve.
Dude, between Aubrey and Cam Little, it's going to be a contest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Go ahead.
what's up?
I said they should have at the skills competition with the Pro Bowlers. That's what they need to do. They need to have Cam Little and Brandon Aubrey competing the most longest 75+ yard field goals made. I just want to see who's gonna kick the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, also too, Sean Payton will no longer be the play caller for the Denver Broncos.
Oh,
Interesting.
Davis Webb, their offensive coordinator, will now be the play caller.
Wow.
Interesting. Huh.
Yep. And as we know, Sean is notorious for being, the ultimate play caller.
Yes, he is.
Did it with the Saints. He's done it with Denver since he joined. But now he's given up control to Davis Webb, and I guess that shows a lot of faith and a lot of good confidence in Webb's ability to call plays when they need him.
Yeah. Also, go ahead.
I was gonna say, former Penn State quarterback Drew Aller, who's been recovering from a season-ending ankle surgery, will throw this week at the scouting combine in Indy.
Nice.
Steven?
Also, it was reported a couple of days ago that the Cowboys have signed their running back to a new deal. Javonte Williams, 16 years or 16 million.
God damn. He's really going to be Aaron Rodgers.
What is he, Giancarlo Stanton?
God damn.
Designated back. 16 million, not 16 years. The hell. Getting ahead of myself, but 16 million on a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
That's more like it. But yeah, good move by the Cowboys. I think this is a good move because Williams last year, he ran hard for the Cowboys and he proved that he can fit with Dak Prescott and George Pickens and company.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, in reality, we got to talk, of course, about the sad news, and that is, of course, the passing of Rondale Moore at the age of 25 years old. Rondale Moore played for the Vikings, the Saints, and the Falcons. And unfortunately, he just recently played for Minnesota last year. It was never officially reported as of this time what his cause of death is. Obviously, that's going to be told later. But from the reports, or not reports, but from the posts from a lot of the NFL players, it appears to be a possible suicide.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to say that's what it is. I don't want to go by just posts from other players. I'll wait until the official coroner report comes out or when the NFL says something. We definitely want to send our deepest condolences to Rondell Moore and to the family, friends, and every player who's played with him. Uh, our best wishes are with you guys in this very, very difficult time.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
actually, the sheriff's department did share that it was they responded to a single gunshot wound in
Mm,
the basement. They did post that.
Yeah,
wow.
so more than likely it probably was a suicide, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely sorry to hear that. I do have a coaching deal here that came down also a couple days ago, and that is Indiana's head coach Kurt Signetti has got a new extension.
Yes, he does.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
He is going to be playing through 20. He's going to be coaching through 2033, and he's going to get paid 13.2 million per year with his new salary.
Well, you win a championship like that under historical fashions, that's what happens. Big time money for big time coaches.
Yep.
Congrats. He
Yes.
deserves it.
That's it.
Yep.
Um,
Steven?
yep. So as far as the NFL goes, when it comes to the offseason, we're in it right now, and there's also been reports with AJ Brown. Where is he going to play next year? Is Philly going to somehow keep him? Is he going to get traded somewhere? Is he going to, who's going to sign him? Who's going to trade for him? I mean, there's a lot of teams that would love to have his services, but man, it is just a damn shame that Philadelphia team wasted his talents.
Yep. Currently wasting Saquon's talent. So
Yup.
healthiest
I mean,
Saquon's been the last 2 years, and this year was a complete waste.
an absolute complete waste. I mean, Jalen Hurts was forcing the ball all the time to AJ Brown, trying to throw in the double coverage, triple coverage, even quadruple coverage. I'm like, come on, dude. I get it. He's been bitching and complaining. I want the ball, I want the ball. But you can't always force feed the ball because every defender's going, oh, he's going to AJ Brown. Time to defend it. Knock it down. Incomplete.
Yeah,
Incomplete.
The Eagles play calling this year. I seen a funny post on TikTok talking about Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle, deep ball for AJ, incomplete, punt. Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle, deep ball for AJ, punt. I'm like, you know what?
That's a Kevin
That's
Patullo special.
the Philly special right there.
That is definitely the Philly special.
Boot off the
Courtesy
field.
of Kevin Patullo. But yeah, it is going to be very interesting to see where some of these free agents are going to sign in the offseason because, yeah, like lots of big names are on the market.
A lot
Who
of
the
them's getting
hell?
picked up. Also, I don't know if y'all talked about this, but the Jets said if they can't reach a deal with Brees Hall, he will be franchise tagged as well. So there's another running back off the market.
And
Mm,
what about the issue with Trent Williams right now about them trying to lower his deal? It doesn't seem like that there was a lot of progress made there, Kevin.
Well,
mm.
actually, Adam Schefter reported it. They seem to be long, but John Lynch in his interview today with the at the scouting combine said there's a lot. He said they're on the right track. I think what it's going to be is more of they're going to sign Trent to an extension because he did say he was going to play. He wants to play 3 or 4 more years, and he's only signed for 2 more years. So I think to lower that number, what they're going to do is extend him an extra year and lower it down. The reason why the 49ers want to lower that number is he'll be making 39 million this year. The highest paid tackle in the league is making 28 right now. So they're trying to extend it to where they can lower Trent's hit down to about 32 and save that 7 extra million. And the way you can lower it literally is by extending him and spreading them numbers out to that extra year. So I think that's the route they're gonna go. I don't see them either that or they're just going to have to suck it up and pay him the whole fucking 39 because here's the thing. The 49ers for the last 3 years, I've been bitching and I've been crying. I've been saying, please invest in your offensive line. Please draft Trent Williams as replacement. Please draft a premier left tackle in the class. And what did they not done in the last 3 years? Draft a left tackle. So now Trent Williams literally has the organization by their balls because they did not go out and get a replacement. It ain't as easy as okay, like we did with Joe Staley. Like move on, we got Trent Williams. It was simple as they have no answer for it. So they're going to either have to figure it out or shut up and pay him the 39 because I don't think he's going to hit the market. They can't let him hit the market, not with the no replacement found for him.
Yeah, and if you're San Francisco, you want to lock this guy up because I mean, when he is healthy, he is one of the best offensive linemen to protect in the NFL for any quarterback that he's protected. I mean, obviously Brock Purdy's his guy, and obviously when he went down, Mac Jones. I mean, give that Niners offensive line credit because Trent Williams, man, I mean, this dude, he is hard to get past. He's a physical offensive lineman, and pay that man.
Yeah, and also they're bringing back Eddie Pinheiro, which
Good
they finally
decision.
found their kicker. So
Good decision.
Yeah,
I mean,
very, very good decision because he was a pretty reliable kicker in Chicago.
trust me, us 49er fans have went through some kickers since Robbie Gould left. God damn, Jake Moody. Oh my God, I don't never
Jake
want to
Moody.
relive that damn.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember your post on Facebook and our Facebook chat. You were about ready to throw this dude out the damn facility because like he just kept missing kicks left and right. Oh, we got a shot to win the game. Oh, Moody missed a kick. Damn it!
Yep, and that's why I call him Jake Booty because that's all he was playing like was a bunch of damn booty.
Just like
He
the
was horrible.
just like the Patriots receivers in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. Booty.
Yep. But
Literally.
anyway, hey, you got. I'm about to hop off here. Anyway, y'all like my name though?
Yes.
Division,
Yes.
aka the 49ers, because you know what? I seen a post. Someone said, damn, the division in WWE is the equivalent of the San Francisco 49ers. They're forced to be reckoned with when they're together, but hell, they're all laying up beside a hospital around each other. And you know what I said? I said, hey, listen, I said, poor WWE, they've had to make more audibles than Peyton Manning in the old Madden games. You remember playing Madden? And Peyton would just nonstop audible. Check this, check that. I said, that's WWE right now with division. Always on the damn
Purple. Taco. I'm like,
color to Omaha.
oh, hurry. I'm like,
Dear God. I said, you know what?
like,
That's WWE with division. We're making
yeah.
damn
And
audibles. They probably made about 4 this year.
yeah, and that's unfortunate because that injury to Bronson Reed last night, that was not pretty.
Nope.
Nah, it's torn by step. I knew what it was right then. I knew when I seen that. I said, "Yeah, that's not kayfabe. He really got hurt." I said, "I seen his bicep when that damn thing popped." I said, "Yeah, he tore that." I said, "That's a 6 to 8 month injury, buddy."
Yeah, not only that, but you can tell he was supposed to win the match because the referee, for those that watched in commercial, the referee was speaking to Jey Uso and to the original
Nope.
Grande Americano, saying, "Hey, we're gonna have to change course of history and change the match plans because
Yep.
Reed is legitimately injured." And you could tell, that Jay, was devastated and disappointed, even with the win because he just couldn't
Yeah.
hide the fact that he was upset that Bronson got legitimately hurt.
Yeah. He was just worried about his dude. But
Yeah.
did anybody anyway catch CM Punk on ESPN this morning?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
the ultimate hater. They asked him, they was like, so which one of you was more of a Bears fan? Is it you or Seth Rollins? He said, listen, I was born in Chicago. He was born somewhere in fucking Idaho. They don't have nothing in Idaho except fucking potatoes. I said, oh my God. The ultimate hater. I said, you know what? I said, this rivalry will never end.
Oh,
No.
dude, we have to have Seth Rollins and Punk on the ESPN set.
Oh my God. I don't think they want that. Oh my. Oh man. They just had Trick Williams on the set the other day, yesterday or
Dude,
Monday.
speaking of him, he is so freaking over. It's not even funny. I mean, he
Let's
wasn't even
talk
supposed to
about it.
be there last night.
Oh, he was, and he damn sure they even had him on ESPN like promoting the obviously WWE on ESPN the app and shit. I said that's how you know when you're over when they got you on the major network promoting.
Trick Willie Williams, man, that dude, he is full of swagger. He's got the it factor. He is amazing.
He's also got them lemon pepper steppers. Let's talk about it.
Damn Skippy, son.
Hey, yeah, that's. But anyway, guys, I'm about to hop off here. It was
All
good.
right, dude. Great job, man.
Hope everybody has a good rest of the week and stay safe out there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Later, man. That name is hilarious. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say I want to bring up 2 things real quick. Number one, well, obviously we got 2 things. We got one in MMA and one in boxing we got to bring up. Let's go ahead and start off with the MMA, and that is that it was announced this past week that 2 MMA legends of their sport will fight of course, like both of these events are going to be their big cash grabs, but whatever, it is what it is. Former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, former WWE Women's Champion, the Rowdy one herself, Ronda Rousey, will take on one of the greatest legends of Elite XC and Strike Force, Gina Carano, in a
Yep.
5-round MMA fight.
Yep. In the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles.
Into a dome, and then coming up just a little bit later on, it's September 19th at the new big venue around the area in Vegas, the Sphere. It will be two of the greatest boxers to have ever laced up the gloves. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, Floyd Money Mayweather 2.
This is going to be a money-making fight. Two of the biggest fighters in boxing. Man, the Sphere just keeps getting bigger and bigger with some of their events happening. I mean, now you got the Wizard of Oz obviously being played at the Sphere. You
You've had
have,
Kenny Chesney dominate
yep,
several different times. Backstreet Boys doing
you
their
had
thing,
U2 with their incredible run at the Sphere kicking it off. You've had the Eagles and their long, long run at the Sphere.
and then heavy rumors of Metallica possibly being one of the next groups to enter the Sphere in 2026, 2027.
And so is Tool on that list as well. So there's a lot going on with the Sphere. And this is another thing to add. And obviously, I would not be surprised if this is on Netflix as well,
Yeah,
because
it,
that is going to be
it is going to be on Netflix. By the way, it will be.
yeah, because
Yeah.
there's no way like that's going to be a hard ticket to get, and it's going to be expensive as all hell. And I bet the flights are going to be stupid expensive to get down there for that fight. I mean, it's going to be a lot.
Yes, and
It is going to be a lot.
Steven, I think we can close it out with one final thing. And we're going to talk about this Saturday, but we want to send our congratulations to the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Yes.
It was announced last night during his farewell ceremony by the legendary phenom himself, a Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, to his face, that the phenomenal one will be with the Immortals as he's enshrined into the WWE Hall of Fame as a member, as an inductee of the class of 2026. And it was a beautiful night for that to happen. His wife Wendy, all of his children, his best friends were all in front row. Former and current TNA talent were in attendance. You had everybody from the Gorillas of Destiny and Mia Yim to Luke Gallows and
Yeah,
Carl.
Frankie Kazarian.
You had the Monster Abyss in full regalia, looking like he's ready to hit somebody with a black hole slam on the.
Mm-hmm.
He had the mask, the hair, the gear,
Amazing.
ready coming out of a boiler room of all places. Just a
And
nice little callback to the Monsters Ball. And not only that, this was a shock. AJ's first ever tag team partner in WCW, Air Paris, was in attendance for this big moment for AJ.
yeah,
And just a grandiose moment. Undertaker, like I said, delivering the amazing news. And I mean, this 30-year vet of the business who changed the game for professional wrestling, showed that high flyers and small guys can main event major shows, put on 5-star quality matches, can main event any brand, any show, any company that you put them at.
yeah. I mean, what and
Family
AJ said it last night. Him, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, they changed professional wrestling in
unbreakable.
2005. Yep. And
Yeah.
just what a great speech by him. I mean, just he spoke to his colleagues, to his peers, to the fans, to everybody around the world that supported him, that loved him, no matter where he was at. Whether if it was, you know, going to New Japan and competing down there with Shinsuke and the Good Brothers and Gallows and Anderson, and just his.
Yep, Gorillas of Destiny, the Young Bucks, so many names, you know, Marufuji, and I mean,
Obviously the Amazing Red in TNA, and
Amazing Red, Kurt Angle. Unfortunately, Kurt couldn't be there last night, but he was because I believe he was in England for the For the Love of Wrestling convention
yeah,
in the UK, so he couldn't make it out there. Uh,
his matches with Christian, his matches with Jericho, his matches with obviously with Danielson when he was in WWE. I mean, just the guy has worked with Sting. Just he's worked with his match with Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. Just the guy could wrestle anybody.
yep, and it's a testament to his hard work, dedication. Don't forget,
10 years in WWE.
wasn't he in that triple threat match at the Royal Rumble too? Wasn't it him, Brock, and Seth?
Yes, I believe he was, and also can't forget about obviously his matches with John Cena. I mean, his
Yep,
matches with John Cena are legendary. Like, and
yep,
none bigger than Crown Jewel last year.
yep. I agree, and I
I
don't want
mean,
to go ahead.
when you look at what this man has done in his career, he has busted his ass 25 plus years in this business, dedicating his heart and soul to professional wrestling and grinding it out and on the indies, going, to TNA, getting his big break in Nashville in the company, and then just having a dominant run in TNA, and then leaving TNA after his matches with Bully Ray and everybody, in the last couple of years. I mean, everybody has always had nothing but good things to say about that guy. I cannot think of a single wrestler that has said a bad word about AJ Styles.
And even AJ said in a recent interview, him and Punk had issues back in the day. They had some issues, but even Punk said that both Punk said before that him and AJ, they buried it all in the past. They left it all behind. They're good friends now, and they're colleagues, they're good friends, they're brothers in this business, and there's never been a bad thing, like you said, that anybody said about AJ Styles, whether it was about his attitude, his wrestling, his professionalism. The man has always had it. He's never been selfish. He's always gave it his all. Even as he got older, he's put talent over. He's made main events bigger than they've ever been, and he understood his role. He understood his
Even the
role.
match with The Undertaker, at the pandemic WrestleMania,
Yep,
the
the
Boneyard match, that was
Boneyard match.
amazing.
And by the way,
Amazing.
bravo to the dead man for luring us in thinking that there was going to be a possible Taker Styles rematch at WrestleMania.
That was great. That was like,
Unfinished
oh
business.
shit.
I don't. They said we got some unfinished business, and if you see me coming, you're already gone. And I love the way he switched it up and made it into a Hall of Fame, uh, uh, a Hall of Fame announcer, which is cool. But
It was cool. I mean, and you could tell Styles was legit surprised.
he
Like,
was, according to reports, Steven, nobody, AJ didn't know. He did not know that was coming.
like the old saying goes, you never trust the lower third.
Amen, brother.
That is one thing you do not trust is that lower third, because I had a feeling something was going to happen. Yeah, and also want to say real quick too, really cool how the night started off with Gunther just causing madness and chaos.
Yep, shutting down Cole and Graves, sending them back to the commentary table, and then
Scrap Daddy, that was hilarious.
Brad Betty not playing no games and Dragon Lee beating the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll see how that goes. And again, like we talked about, it sucks. At the injury to Bronson Reed, we send our best wishes to the big man. Hope he makes a speedy recovery, because the WWE is going to miss his presence on TV for quite some time.
Yeah,
And also, real quick too, Liv Morgan, what a performance last night against Stephanie Vaquer in that
yep,
ring with that segment. That was great.
I agree.
Bumping Steph in the head with the mic. Doink! I'm like, there we go. Just full of piss and vinegar, beat the piss out of her. Just, yeah, it was great. But yeah, I think that will do it for tonight. Thanks to Kev joining us here tonight, and I'm pretty sure the guys and gal are going to recap a lot of this early on, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing an early show because Elimination Chamber is starting this Saturday at 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and of course 4 o'clock Pacific. And they'll be talking about the world of wrestling and seeing what's going on uh, in the world of WWE and AEW. And we'll see if Hangman backs off on his words. Will he put his title shot on the line? Chances of getting, a title shot ever again on the line. I hope he backs off on those words and says, I can't do that because I want to keep battling for the championship. Because if they go through with this, then you're just going to be putting him into a corner with his booking and all that type of stuff. So hopefully the MJF will choose a different stipulation. It doesn't make it a Texas Death. Because as Hangman said last week, that if it's Texas Deathmatch, my shot at getting a shot at the world title is going to be on the line. So we'll see what happens. But glad you could join tonight. Glad Kev was able to join us here tonight. Yep. And great show tonight. And we look forward to being back on here next week. You can follow us on Twitter or X at Owen_Sports Show. Facebook.com/Nation Sports Show, where we are live tonight on YouTube.com/Nation Sports Show. Great show with you guys. And Ez, I wanted you to give your final thoughts and then I'll wrap it up.
Sure, man. Good show with you guys. Glad I could be kind of on the other end of the spectrum for today and be a guest co-host. And, it's always fun. Originally wasn't supposed to be on, but things changed. Everything's good. Rock and roll. And just want to say also, too, that we will have some news in Nation's Corner, I'm sorry, Too Sweet Cosplay will have some news coming very soon about our plans for C2E2. We can tell you that. I can't tell you much more as we're waiting for things to be finalized and wrapped up. All I gotta say is just be on the lookout. So follow me at Deadman469 across all my socials. Too Sweet Cosplay is also that point. Is also where you can follow me as well. Like I said, follow us on all the socials and all that stuff. And that's it for me. Steven, go ahead.
Yep, great show with you guys here tonight. This was a lot of fun tonight. Lots of discussions on the NFL, the NBA, and obviously as the season progresses, the NBA season is going to heat up, and the NFL offseason will be kicking into high gear in a couple weeks. And we will be covering all that, and then some. And looking forward to next week as we continue our coverage of the world of sports. And looking forward as the year progresses, we will be bringing in these fun-driven topic shows again. That'll be a lot of fun down the line. And looking forward to another great show with you guys next week. And again, you can follow us on Twitter or X at Owen_Sports Show, Facebook.com/Our Nation Sports Show, and where we are live on most Tuesday nights, YouTube.com/Nation Sports Show. Also, you can follow the Nation's Corner on Twitter or X at Nation's Corner. Everywhere else on the YouTube, the Instagram, and the Facebook pages, they are all at the Nation's Corner. Normally, they are live at 7 o'clock on the East, 6 Central, 5 o'clock Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Pacific. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing the show early on in the afternoon. And with that being said, for K-Rod, Kevin Rory, for JT, Joey Thornton, for Ezra Vickery, I've been your host for this evening, Stephen Wyand. And thank you to everybody joining us here live and on demand. Thank you very much as well. We will see you next week for another outstanding edition of Our Nation Sports Show. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your week. Stay warm, because I know a lot of parts of the East Coast is still being hit by this damn snowstorm that's being hit on the Northeast and the Midwest and all that type of stuff. So anyways, everybody out there, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your week and upcoming weekend. Peace.
for watching this week's feature presentation of our nation's sports show.